The Last Lamp of Lotus Village. Rural China, early 1900s to 1950s. The sound of a bamboo flute floats through the misty air. A young girl named Maylene walks barefoot on dew-covered stones, carrying a tiny brass oil lamp. She is no older than 12. Her grandmother, Madame Yun, waits by the lotus pond, old serene, and dressed in soft gray robes. The world around them is quiet. Beyond the trees lies a Buddhist temple that only women attend, hidden in the mountains. "Never let this lamp die, Maylene," her grandmother says. "This flame carries the stories of our women, our pain, our peace." A girl raised by silence. Maylene grows up in Lotus Village, a secluded place where men work in rice fields and women serve quietly, tending to herbs, caring for the sick, stitching dreams into silk. She is raised in the way of the old stillness, a spiritual path taught only to women. They believe in healing through silence, patience, and small acts of devotion. There are no loud speeches, no written books, only rituals. Maylene learns to weave fabric with stories embroidered in thread, prepare tea that cures fevers, light incense for forgotten souls. Every woman she meets, the blind midwife, the silent potter, the old nun, carries pain. Some were abandoned, some never married, but none are bitter. They carry their burdens like folded paper cranes, gently, quietly. A broken daughter returns. At 19, Maylene leaves the village to study medicine in the city. But the outside world is harsh. She faces mocking for her accent, disbelief in her gentle ways, and betrayal by a man who uses her, then leaves. 5 years later, she returns to Lotus Village, not as a girl, but as a woman who has tasted sorrow. Her grandmother has died. The lamp is gone. The temple is overgrown, but the women are still there. One by one, they welcome her, not with questions, not with pity, but with food, warmth, and time. In silence, Maylene weeps. In silence, she begins to heal. The way of water. Maylene now takes the place of her grandmother. She lights a new lamp, but this time teaches the young girls to write, something never done before. She still follows the old ways. Herbal healing, mindful silence, morning meditations with the nuns. But she adds her own touch. Reading under plum trees, teaching anatomy to barefoot girls, carving names on the temple wall, names of all the women who ever lived there. Her presence is soft but strong, like the bamboo that bends but never breaks. One evening, a storm comes. The pond floods. The temple is nearly lost. Maylene stands in the rain with the lamp in her hand, shielding it with her body. The next morning, the flame is still alive. Years later, a new girl walks beside an old Maylene carrying the same brass lamp. "What is this light?" she asks.